Can you hear me?
No, did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear gulp. It was so loud.
I did it on purpose. Oh.
Hi, guys. Do you really need to breathe like that? Now you're gonna be.
Man, you know what? I just can't deal with you right now. She's literally like smacking food in the mic, and then she's like, I just like take a breath, and she's
Swallow. He just swallows and breathes. It was a gulp.
Hey guys, I see Chad and Amy.
Hi, Chad and Amy.
Thanks for coming by yesterday, guys. That was freaking awesome.
Shout out to Chad and Amy. They brought me flowers, which is very sweet. It started off the week just right.
Brett, I see you, my man, sitting there. I got Zoom user. It's dark. Oh, wait, we got a...
Is Miss Penny on here?
She is? Is that my mom?
No,
that's not my mom.
Oh. No? Are you sure?
Kathy D, I see you. David R. What's going on, my man? Jesse, you got a shirt on? Thank you.
For once, Jesse?
Yeah, he's got a shirt on. He's taking it off.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Trying to.
We get a show in here too?
Sometimes. Michael, we see you, man.
We
see you, Michael.
Julian, happy birthday to Julian. He's a fellow Virgo. Shout out to you. Belly button birthdays, you guys.
Chuck Zamzow, Rachel Vaughn. I see something.
Brandon T.
Something Anthony. I can't see what his actual first name is. Michael Anthony? What's up, Michael Anthony? There's our boy, Najist. I don't know how to say your name, but you're here all the time, and you support, and we love you, dude. Matt, of course.
Mm-hmm.
My main man got baptized.
Yeah, Matt.
He's a follower of Christ. We got the Undead Club, Amanda. Okay, I'm not going to go and say everybody's name, but I was going to
I'm
get...
Wait. Okay, there they are.
We're
I
at
was
50.
seeing the Nem houses in the house. Shout out to the Nem babies.
So,
we see you, Aaron. We see you.
Shout out to the NEM Recovery Center and the NEM House.
That's right.
That's obviously Natalie Eva Marie's special program.
Ours. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
Okay, it's ours. But also we want to give a quick... well, I'll let you do it. It's more special if you do it.
Okay. We just wanted to do just a quick moment of silence because, this is a special meeting for us, and we're really grateful for everybody that tunes in. And also, I think for Chad and I, when the houses and anybody that's in our sober living or PHP or IOP, and then obviously the NEM house being on here tonight that tune into this meeting, it makes it that much more special because it really is, this disease is alive and roaring, and all of us have to work at this every single day. Just because some of us have a little bit more time than others doesn't mean anything, because all we got is today. And so I just wanted to take a moment of silence for one of our NEM babies, Jake, and just keep him, close to our hearts. And I know it's really meaningful to the NEM house because he touched a lot of people that when he was in that house, including myself. So if we could just take a moment and think of him and his family just for the next few seconds.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Is that Penny, like my mom, Penny?
That's what I was thinking.
Penny, is that you? Or is that a different Penny?
You guys have a lot of pennies around here?
Well, my mom is Penny, and I was just wondering if she's on the actual Zoom meeting.
She normally watches it on YouTube, and my mom watches it. But my mom doesn't even go by her name. My mom goes by Zoom user.
Did she know? Oh, not your mom. Not your mom.
That's jacked up. Penny. Everybody's laughing at the comment that you're not my mom. All right. Well, that's not.
I'm
my
glad
mom.
that you actually put it in the chat though, because we would be thinking that you were and probably making comments to
Yeah,
hi Miss Penny.
Yeah. We're nerds around here, so I hope you all are nerds too. My mom's
We're a bunch of
texting. My
nerd
mom
out
is texting me.
Are you
What-
serious? He's like,
she's
not
all like,
me,
that
Chad.
wasn't me.
Yeah.
My mom says that's not me. I don't
We love you, Miss Penny.
We know
Thank-
that now.
Thanks, Mom. We know that's not you. All right, Vaughn, we see you, my friend. Let's get this party
Yeah, let's
started,
get
man.
this party started.
Again, special shout out to the Nem House, and
Mhm.
prayers going out to everybody that's suffering, and to the lives lost. As you all know, this podcast is started because of a tragedy. I lost my son-in-law. I call him my son-in-law. He was not actually my son-in-law. He was more like a son to me. It was my my daughter's first love of her second. I was her first love, and I still am her first love of her life. She found him dead from fentanyl poisoning, and just like the rest of us, man, he struggled, and through his tragedy, we started this podcast to offer hope to people that are out there struggling, to be the voice for the people that have lost their lives to not only the fentanyl crisis, and that we use that a lot because it is on the front and center, but actually, guys, addiction, alcoholism takes 500,000 people every year. So we need to get out and recover out loud and show the world that recovery is possible. And that hope is available. Actually, help is available. Hope's alive, man. And it's real. And we can live lives beyond anything we ever imagined. So that's my little spiel. I'll turn it over to Natalie, and then we will get into our speaker tonight, Diva. I'm sorry. Her name is.
It's spelled Diva.
Look at Michael laughing over
but
there.
That's what
Michael, her name is spelled Diva. Her name is Diva. So stop laughing at me, bro. He's
Wendy, punch him.
He's like, that's not the first time she's been called a diva.
I know.
But anyways.
I think my only 2 cents is, and I say this every week after Chad says his, is like, we recover out loud, so we break the stigma. Not only for the individuals that suffer with the disease, but also to the family members and everybody else that it does affect, because as we all know, that it directly affects everybody that is anyone that is around us that we love. And to make recovery cool. Like, sobriety is the best thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I thank God that I'm sober today, because who knows, I definitely wouldn't be in this seat if I wasn't. So, I'm grateful to be a part of everything that we do here, and to have this platform, the Hopeaholics podcast, and to have guests come like yourself to share their experience, strength, and hope, and to have everybody that tunes in this meeting. It means more than, I know we like to joke around a lot and talk shit a lot, which is great, which is all about sobriety too. But this is a powerful movement, and I think that we need this more than anything right now, especially in our current climate. So I'm grateful.
And I'm still sitting here wondering if that Penny on the Zoom is.
It's not. They said, they literally chimed in and said, I'm not your mom.
I know, but she could be just saying that because she doesn't want me
And
to
your mom texted you.
call on her. She would do that. She doesn't want me to call on her to speak. All right, Penny, I'm just playing.
Oh, Amy, Devon is not here. So if Amy and Chad could do the timer, or Emily, do you want to do the timer?
Thing is, I have to get requests from the operator, which is Catherine. I forgot to ask her. I don't have.
Oh, so is it easier to have Chad and Amy do it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I could do it, but it would just
Oh, yeah.
be integrated in the.
Okay. Chad and Amy, if you guys wouldn't mind, that'd be real amazing if you could do the...
They said sure.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Thumbs up.
You guys are the best.
We're like talking to them, but they're all muted. So
I know they can't talk back, but they
can't talk back.
But we just saw them in the message, so...
I see. I feel like Joe B wants to talk back though. Look at
Joe
him.
B always wants to
Look
talk
at him
back.
right there.
He's probably swimming.
He's
right now.
like, he's not.
swimming
I
or
think he's
shaving
in a
his head.
hospital. Is he in the hospital? Is that a hospital bed?
No.
Huh?
He just has a pillow behind his head.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's
Check.
in a chair
check.
or a shirt. I got you, Joe.
All right.
Shoot.
I don't have my glasses on either, so I can't really see that well.
Okay.
Diva,
Yeah.
It's your mic.
Okay, so we just start.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I love this part of this where I get to pray and ask God
Mm.
for words. My name is Diva. I'm an alcoholic. Thank you so much for inviting me here. Thank you, Michael, even though you're an ass, for inviting me over here and, to share my experience, strength, and hope. It's very important that I tell you guys, first and foremost, I love my God and I love AA. And it has changed my life dramatically. My sobriety date is 10/15/18. That is the only sobriety that I have as of today. And for today, I don't plan on giving that away because I found a life here that really I love so much. And I have 20 minutes, right? You said okay. So like I have to do the shorter version, which I talk really fast in order to get like the past 6 years into like one 20-minute share. And so I was raised in Diamond Bar. I believed I was number 7 out of 7 kids, right? I was born, raised in a Filipino strict family where money, property, and prestige was what you sought after. That's what makes you a person. So, to make mom and dad happy, I did what every nurse did, which is become a nurse. Okay. And so, my alcoholism didn't really start until later on, like in geriatric age, like at 26. Okay. So what happened was at age 26, right? I'm married, have 2 kids. I lived in San Fernando Valley, had a house, drove a Lexus, yada, yada, yada. I worked at Kaiser Permanente and Providence Tarzana Medical Center as a nurse. And, my motto in life has always been anything you can do, I can do better, right? And so even in competitions or growing up, I was very competitive or I was very open to things. And, one of the nurses in ER asked me if I wanted to go smoke my alcohol in the bathroom. And I said yes. Right. And I love on page 33 in the big book, it talks about, potential female alcoholics can turn into the real deal real fast. And I didn't know it at that time, but that was me. And so within 6 months, right, I had given up my jobs one by one. Like I had 4 jobs at one point. I given up everything that I loved and I was living out in the streets. Okay. So by 6 months, like it's like I am already in bondage of self. I am already a slave to King Alcohol real fast. And so whatever gets in my way, I have to get rid of it instantly. And so when the job started getting in the way, I had to let go. When the kids started to get in the way, I gave them to my ex-husband and I filed for divorce. And I don't know what it was. It was like a quarter life crisis kind of thing. And I took out my 401k. I rented a 2-bedroom. I asked for a divorce. I said, okay, I'm going to do everything that I want to do in life now. Right. And it was always in pursuit of like happiness. And in the bottle, I did not find that. Although I did find like a solution to like quiet my mind for a little bit. So what happened is, I started hanging out with a lot of people in LA that did criminal activities. And, one person was making credit cards and the other one was making mail keys and the other one was making IDs, right? And in my head, I'm like, anything you can do, I can do better. So I start buying equipment that's like better than their equipment. And, in my head, I'm like, well, I'm not twacked out like them, so I'm going to be more successful in fraud, which I, would say I lasted years and years and years of it. And, the problem is it just only fed my alcoholism. And I like to run away. I ran away to Las Vegas. I started stealing from casinos. I had everything outside of me that I wanted, like all the shiny stuff. And within 5 minutes, I just would lose interest, and it's probably because I didn't work hard for it. It wasn't my money, it was your money. And so, it just didn't have any value to me. And like my life started to get really, really small. In the end of 2017, I remember I sold some Bitcoin and I went all out in like the end of the year, and I thought myself like next year I can't do this anymore, and I don't know how to get help because I'm running around with the same people who are doing the same thing. And I remember my friend was in St. George, Utah, and she's like, "Why don't you come down here after New Year's?" And I said, "Okay." And so we hit a couple licks, and it was time for me to go home. And I remember that moment of grace, that moment of clarity when I like mind you, I haven't been eating like on a regular basis within like 4 or 5 years of this time. And so I was walking past the mirror, and I kind of did a double take, and I was like, "Who the hell's that?" Right? And I kind of like looked at myself, and I'm like, "No, that's not me." I must have been 90 pounds. What? Like, I was just like, my eyes were sunken in. I was super dehydrated, and the delusional thinking of like, "Oh, you think you look good in your addiction?" Like, that is so false. And I have pictures to prove it. And I remember I got down on my knees, and I kind of was like, "I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know but I don't know how to stop." Right. And that alcoholic prayer that a lot of us I've heard was answered. So I was like, "Okay, I'm going to go home to Las Vegas." I packed up all my stuff, and on the way home, I threw a cigarette out the window, and I got pulled over. I saw red and blue lights behind me, and I was in my soul. I was kind of like, "Oh, okay, something new," right? And these past 4 years, like, I just was lucky, I guess, and this time I'm not, right? It's my turn in the barrel. And I just want to tell everybody that St. George, Utah jail has the best biscuits and gravy I've ever had. All right. If anybody wants to give me another place that has better biscuits and gravy, I'll challenge you. But you know, what I got there was a few months of physical sobriety. But the problem is there's nothing, I had no solution to my spiritual problem, you know, and when the opportunity came, and I'm going to keep it PG, as a female who had a contraband carrying cavity that I really manipulated her into bringing in some other stuff, which I remember my last high in jail. It was like the middle of October. We were all pretend sleeping, which I hate pretend sleeping, mind you. And I was like, I'm miserable. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this in jail? Like, this, mind you, it's the cleanest jail right now, but like, why am I doing this? And I told God, you know, I don't want to do this. And so like, I had to surrender. And there's many levels of surrender for me. You know, it was like when the lights came on, I surrendered. When I got sent to the SHU, I surrendered. And when I went to court, I surrendered different levels. And I said, "You know what, God, wherever you take me, I'm going to take the opportunity to make the best out of it." And he said that I needed to go to federal prison. And so I went to federal prison. And it was one of the best things that's ever happened in my life, right? Because in prison, I met you guys in a form of H&I. So H&I, I'm an H&I success story. H&I is very big in my heart. That's hospitals and institutions. So there were these girls. They would come in, they would talk about their story. They were in the same prison that I was, and they were shiny and attractive and blah, blah, blah. And they were talking about the promises, and all the promises I heard was like, okay, one of them got a new car, one of them got engaged, one of them graduated. And in my head, I'm like, well, what are you guys doing? And they're like, we're active members of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I said, ding, in my head, I'm like, that's it. Anything you can do, I could do better. And so, you know, after prison, I asked my PO if I could go to a rehab, because by that time I was like, I'm going to become a drug and alcohol counselor. And it's so funny how a lot of people, when they get newly sober, they're like, I'm going to become a drug and alcohol counselor. And I was like, but how am I going to do that if I've never been to rehab? And so they reevaluated me, because mind you, none of my charges has any drug charges in it. So they reevaluated me, and they sent me to a rehab in Oregon. St. Helens, Oregon. It was a native rehab, and I was like, I'm not native. And they're like, you're fine, you're brown enough. And I was like, okay, but you're doing fraud this time, okay? And so they registered me. I was my medical card was like said that I was native, and it was the most beautiful experience, because, you know, it was the start of COVID. we weren't allowed to go to anywhere except for CVS and down the street, which was the Alano Club at St. Helens. And we did spiritual things like sweat lodges and hunted elks and collected sage, and we made our own sages and dried them up. And it was like these little activities that brought me closer to my higher power as I developed my own understanding. And I got a sponsor. I started working the steps, and mind you, I wasn't perfect in the beginning. I was trying to 13 step every guy in rehab. And luckily, the women and the bikers over there at the Alano Club pulled me aside and taught me how to become a woman of integrity. And as I was doing the steps, I was, I hear these things, and like more will be revealed. I remember like after I did my steps, I got a message from a lady, and she was like, "You need to know the truth." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I found out at age 34 I was adopted, and my family's been hiding it the whole time. And I had to write a whole new inventory. And so that's when I realized, like, this is a ongoing process. This is not a one and done deal. Like, I have to continuously improve, just be a better version of me. And so I came back to California. I hit the ground running. Covina has a very strong AA culture group, whatever you want to call it. And I found a sponsor. I did the steps, and I started sponsoring women. Mind you, I was so scared of sponsoring women, and I heard that, there's no wrong way of sponsoring. The only wrong way is if you don't. And I found a better high in sponsoring people than ever doing drugs. Like, there's a different feeling when their lights, like the light in their eyes start to light up. And so it's so weird because, like, I'm a very animated person. Like, I'm a very outgoing person. So when when we read the big book, it's like I try to make it come alive to them, and they get it. Like, who the hell is John Barleycorn? Or what is the frothy emotional appeal? And my sponsor talks about, we have a very big sobriety family. They talk about doing 5 things, and these 5 things, almost guarantees that you're going to stay sober. And I've been doing these 5 things for the past 6 years, and I've stayed sober. And so these 5 things are, you get a sponsor, you work the steps with that sponsor, you go to meetings, you get commitments at those meetings, and then you give it away. And mind you, it doesn't mean that you need to sponsor in order to give it away. There's so many other forms of services. Like, I am a service whore now. I was like a convention whore, a service whore. I'm chair of this and committee member of that. So I remember when I came back here, I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to school. I did get that degree as addiction counseling. I got some other degrees in psychology and social work, and right now I'm in my last year of my master's degree in USC.
Wow.
And all of this is because of Alcoholics Anonymous. Because of Alcoholics Anonymous, like, I've been able to turn my life around. And it wasn't easy. It's like a one step at a time kind of thing. And AA has taught me that, to just show up today. What is it that you need to do today? And the experiences that I've come across in the past have become assets to me. Like, going to prison, I was qualified, so Department of Rehab paid for most of my schools, and part of USC too. So if you've ever been in rehab, like, you can tap into those things. And I only find those things out because of other people in AA. I counsel, like, the old timers and my family in any decision that I make, right? Like, when I bought my car, I was like, help me. And, I had dinner with an old timer, and he told me about this deal at Costco, yada, yada. And God shows up in people in my life. God shows up in AA. And, if I was taught to show up, my brother died 3 days ago. And Michael was like, well, are you set for today? And I was like, yeah. And when he found out, like, I told him, like, I'm going to have to go to Vegas soon, but I will do this because, like, AA's taught me to show up to my commitments, to my service, like, anything that I said, because my word means something today. Like, I become a woman of integrity and dignity. So when I say I'm going to show up, I'm going to show up. And I try to teach I sponsored like 13 or 15, I don't even know, women. And, I teach him, like, you have to live the principles of this program. And sometimes, like, it's always easier for me. It's always easier to give. Like, I'm a very giver. So this is like my revelation for today, and I'll close it with this, right? I don't even know how much time I have. Oh, there's a clock over there. Just kidding. I'm a giver, right? And like, I love to show up for my sobriety family, for anybody. We've had a lot of deaths in our community too, and I try to help. And so the other day when I found out about my brother, I was just starting I was a secretary of a speaker meeting, a very big speaker meeting at the 502 on Friday nights at 7:30. And this meeting has hundreds, and so it's very formal, yada, yada. And I got the news right when I started the meeting, when someone was reading the 12 traditions. And I had to keep my composure the whole time, and it was so hard. And I didn't tell anybody about the news. And I kind of went home, and I didn't do anything yesterday and, like, today. And I had to really meditate, because meditation and prayer is very big in my life. I had to meditate, like, if I love to be there for other people, I know that they would want to be there for me. And why am I robbing them of that experience?
Yeah.
And it kind of clicked in my head, and so I started reaching out and telling people, like, hey, this is what happened. And I have so much support here. Like, I've never, like, you can't buy this on Amazon, And so I'm going to try to find my favorite reading is on page 124. It says, Henry Ford once made a wise remark to the effect that experience is the thing of supreme value in life. That is true only if one is willing to turn the past to good account. We grow by our willingness to face and rectify errors and convert them into assets. And today, because of AA, because of having a great relationship with my higher power and my community, like, my experiences have become something that I can use as a strength to help other people. And so now my motto isn't like, anything you can do, I can do better. My motto is like, anything I can't do, we can do together. So thanks for letting me share.
Oh, I like that.
Wow. I love that.
That was really good.
Amazing.
Really, really good. And very sorry to hear about your brother.
Oh, it's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, because he lived a happy life. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he was still young, like in like his 60s.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest.
Okay.
And so, he lived a very successful, happy life. Navy, LAPD detective, retired, opened up businesses, home health and hospices.
Oh, wow.
And so he had a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
And so it was kind of sudden. And I'm like, you know what? I would rather have that way, like,
Right.
to have like a quick death. And I know he lived a happy life.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for your share.
No
and,
problem.
I really enjoyed that, and I've been really enjoying our meeting lately, because you guys out there in Covina got some recovery
Talk the
going
talk.
on.
Yeah, you gotta
You
drink
walk the walk.
You gotta drink the Kool-Aid over there.
Yeah, they don't mess around. And I love that. Like the 12-step program changed my life, and I consider Alcoholics Anonymous the predecessors of the program that I go to. And if it wasn't for Alcoholics Anonymous, I wouldn't have a program that I go to, and I wouldn't have this life today. if it wasn't for the 12 steps that was created by Alcoholics Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's crazy that we get to live these lives,
I know.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I love hearing recovery. I love talk. I mean, it's like my last, like since March, I've really like dove back into like my recovery, into my spirituality. You know, I kind of like was feeling like I was stagnant, and I noticed Natalie was kind of busting her, and it was kind of cool because she dove into her spirituality. I feel like for a couple reasons, but like it's like if we're gonna do this, like not just this podcast, but if we're gonna like be helping other people, you know, with treatment centers and everything that we do in our regular lives, we've got to be really walking
Mm-hmm.
the talk that we're talking.
Yeah.
And I've really dove back in, and like I fell in love again with, you know, with Narcotics Anonymous. That's where I found my home. You know, I found my home there in 1996, and you know, although my journey hasn't been perfect, you know, I've managed to put together 8 years again,
I love that.
and I have really like fallen back in love with the program, and being of service. See, and that's the thing. Like we have to be of service.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I'm really grateful because you're being of service, and you know, going above and beyond, and we appreciate you for doing that tonight.
Thank you guys.
All right, Matt, why don't you go ahead and close this out? Okay, Vaughn. Phew, I thought we were just had one tonight.
Dude, I thought I was gonna get the whole 27 minutes
There
left.
you go.
We were still only going to give you 3. Hey, Matt.
Dude, how you doing, guys? Matt, grateful recovering addict, diva / diva. Super proud of you for everything that you've come through and accomplished. Also, definite heartfelt prayers and solace going out to you for the loss of your brother. Losing a sibling is not easy at all, and I know that very well. I struggled today, 22 years later. 22 years later, still struggle, but you know, I know that they're in better places now. Know that they're with God, and you know, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Life is gonna go on. God is gonna give us the strength we need to keep pushing. And it seems like your outlook on it is good. But just know it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to grieve when you need to.
Yeah.
And you know, just make sure you don't stay there. Just make sure you don't stay there. You know? When your grief does come, pick yourself up and keep pushing, girl. Because again, God's got them in a better place for us. That's a guarantee. And that's all I wanted to share tonight. This program is amazing. Absolutely love the Hopeaholics. Everything's great. The whole family here is amazing. The whole program works. We're all living proof of it. Don't anybody ever give up on yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. And remember, this world is a better place with you in it. Love you guys.
We love you,
Love
Matt.
you.
Bon.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good.
Vaughn, grateful recovering alcoholic addict. Diva, that was absolutely incredible. I love your positive perspective and your outlook on life and the program and just where you are in your recovery today. That's super inspiring to hear. And condolences to the passing of your brother. Definitely keep you and your family in my thoughts and prayers. this program is so amazing. For almost 9 years, I was dry and just didn't work a program, white knuckled it, thought of killing myself almost daily for better part of 8 years, multiple attempts. And it was all right there. All I had to do was work it. But I'm so grateful that I went through that hardship, because I know what not working a program does for my life and what it does to everyone around me. Mm-hmm. It just makes me a miserable, hate-filled, angry, bitter, jaded individual. I blame everyone. I don't take accountability, and I fall into victim and play the pity party. But now that I've fully submersed myself into this program and I've allowed myself to feel certain feelings and to be vulnerable and to reach out to others, I have such a family that I never, ever thought I would ever have within this community. I truly do love this program. I love the Hopeaholics. I love AA. I love NA. Everyone on here, I truly consider you family. You guys have truly been there for me when I needed it the most. And that's something I'll never forget. And if I can ever be there for someone in return, that's what it's all about for me. I love what you said about being a service whore. I absolutely love that. I feel the same way. But yeah, thank you for getting on here and sharing with us. That was truly amazing. Thank you so much. And with that, thank you for allowing me to participate in my recovery. Remember, if anyone's struggling, reach out. I love all of you.
We love you, Von Von. Hopefully we see you Friday, Von Von. David R.
How you guys doing? My name is David, and I'm an addict in recovery. Man, it was a good lead. It was a good lead. I totally relate in a lot of things that you said. You know, I've been in and out of jail my whole life. Not only that, but like I was bringing in drugs into the facility as well. You know what I'm saying? You know, like not only that, but fraud was a big part of my addiction too. You know what I'm saying? And I did that for various years. I was in 26 years of addiction. You know, today I have 127 days thanks to the program. You know, and life is beautiful. Life is beautiful today. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the things that I get that I get is amazing to me every time I wake up and I look at myself in the mirror. Because today I'm able to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself that I love myself. You know, before I was able to do that. You know, and I'm so amazed at the person that I look in the mirror. I still to the day I don't believe that that's me. You know what I'm saying? I lived for so many years. I lived in the train tracks, in the riverbed. I was stealing cars. I was doing X, Y, and Z. And for me to feel the way I feel today and try to help other addicts, going to meetings, being a service, getting commitments, working the steps, you know, it's amazing. I would have never thought this man, this guy that I am today, would be this man that I am today. You know, right now I'm in a sober living, still running a program, you know, still trying to help others. I'm going to school for addiction studies because I want to give back. You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of addicts out there that they don't know there's a solution out here. You know, and like you, like I found the solution by getting arrested, by being in jail. You know what I'm saying? By being in jail, they offered me the program. I qualified for the program, and I was in rehab. I was there for 54 days. I got stepped down. Now I'm in a sober living, and I'm just thriving. You know what I'm saying? I love the way I feel today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going through something hard right now. You know, like my dad, he was a really super alcoholic, and he's in a hospital right now for alcoholism. You know, and he has a lot of stains all over his body. He has a lot of blisters all over his mouth, and you know what I'm saying. But even though he wasn't there for me the majority of my life, you know, I'm glad that I'm sober today, and and I could be there for him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. So thank you guys for letting me share.
I love that. Congratulations on I think it was 126. That a boy?
Ew, look at this next one. Ugh. That better be Wendy.
You go first, 'cause I'm
Wendy.
not gonna be
I
nice
see,
to
I
you.
see
He
Wendy.
said,
I love
he
you,
said me
Wendy.
go first. He's not going to be nice.
I don't give a damn.
All right, I know. Oh, Diva, I love you so much. Love you so much. I really needed to see you and hear you, and it's been a rough freaking day today. And yeah, it's not too often that I log onto a meeting and I'm like, I need a meeting, right? But tonight I need a meeting, and I'm grateful that I get to be here with you guys, right? This has been my favorite meeting too, but man, it's been a rough fucking day, and and here's the thing, it's been a rough fucking day, and I'm still clean and sober, and I'm okay, right? Like it's a hard day, and I'm okay, and this new attitude that I have on life, right? Things aren't happening to me, things are just happening, right? Put on your big girl panties, suit up, show up, and do the next right thing, and that's what I'm trying to do, and like I'm just trying to move with it, but just going through some stuff that I didn't expect, right? And so I don't know. I put this reel on this morning just about, like, what are you practicing? And here's the thing, guys, like, I live this program. I love this program. I live it. I believe it. It saved my life. So why would I think anything different if something hard's going on in my life, right? Like, I still believe the program. I still love it. And I still, I'm practicing it. But this morning I was literally putting on Instagram about, like, what are you practicing today? Right? Like, what are you practicing? There's a difference between knowing and learning, and doing it with your heart and your head. And I was all in, I was feeling it this morning, and I was on cloud nine, and I was right, woohoo. And then all of a sudden I got some news that just punched me in the gut and threw me on my ass. And I had to pause, and I had to pray, and I had to say, you know what, my God is bigger than this, and I'm going to be okay no matter what, and I just really had to think, what am I practicing today? Right. And I'm so grateful that my program kicks in on its own, right? Like it's second nature to me. It's not, it just, if I can pause and I can pray and I can ask God to help me, it happens. Right. And so, yeah, I get to feel all these feelings, and Michael's really good at supporting me on this part because I'm the one who actually shuts down and turns off, and I don't want to feel it. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. And he's like, let that shit out. And I'm like, nope, and I don't know, just feeling the feelings. But I can tell you that, Diva, having you in my life is a blessing. Having you in my circle is a blessing. And anything you need, I'm here. I love you. Looking forward to our date. And yeah, I'm honored to know you. We are connected in ways in sobriety with sponsors and grand sponsors and all this stuff. And I don't think it's by chance. I think it's divine intervention. And yeah, I just love you. I'm going to pass it to you know who.
I love you. Ew, why?
I'm
We love you,
sorry.
Wendy.
Shut up. Diver. Are you sitting on the phone book? How do you reach the microphone?
Oh
You
my
all right?
Am I, am I allowed to cuss? Yeah, I'm about to.
Yes. No, I fucking love you, dude. You are
I
one of
know
the
where you
most.
live, Michael.
You have my location too, you asshole.
I
Shut
know.
up. But anyway, fucking, I am for one sorry about your loss. Like, definitely you're a strong little fucker, dude. And I'm glad you pointed out that you need to allow other people to be there for you too, because you'll do that shit of just like because you do service, hella service for everyone. Like, you're damn near my fucking co-sponsor, little nosy ass, always in my business with my steps and shit. But you gotta allow, like, I'm glad that you had that realization that you allow people to support you, because this is what this community shit is about, and it helps us get through this hard shit. And like you said, we have had a lot of death recently, like within our community, within our family. So it's been just rough because I'm not used to dealing with fucking grief sober. Like, first, I would fucking black out the slightest. If my fucking hamster died, I would fucking get drunk. So, so it's like, it's I'm just grateful, like grateful for you and for Matt, and I'm gonna call my sponsor because I know your stupid ass is gonna say that. Call your sponsor. I will. I definitely yeah, I just love you. I'm glad that you made it out there and that you got to share. And we definitely got to do a double date soon. And I'll make sure that I bring a booster seat to the restaurant in case they don't have high
Punch you
chairs.
later.
All right, bye. I love you.
I love that.
You guys,
love you guys.
Diva's actually like 4'8".
I'm like
No.
I'm 4'11" actually.
My mom's you and my mom are the same height.
Yeah.
4'11" in the house.
I felt tall for like a second. I was like,
When
oh,
you
this-
like came downstairs to get me.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chad probably was like, yes.
I was like, oh man, is this how like regular height people feel? I mean, Von Lewis knows because bro was as tall as me when he was. I got a picture of Von on his knees,
Oh yeah,
and he was literally almost as tall as me on his knees.
yeah, it was wild. Actually.
But you guys don't know this, but Von's 6'9". So
Oh my gosh.
he's he doesn't
animal.
look that tall
I
right
wanna
there,
be,
does he?
I want a
Like-
picture next to you.
Like-
4'11"
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
6'9".
Literally, Von doesn't. You can't tell he's tall
Until you're standing next.
until you're like online. He doesn't look tall. Watch out! You're gonna hit your head
That's
on that.
because you see his head and arm.
It's the
How
it's
could you tell his height?
Anyways, sorry.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Chuck.
the zoom effect.
Chuck. We've met Chuck in person as well, and he's not much taller than I am.
Chuck, Chuck, I'm pretty sure you're taller than Chad.
Huh, Chuck?
Is he?
I'm 5'10".
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
taller
I mean,
than.
I'm 5'10" on my old
You're
on my old
You're not.
on my old what do you call it,
Your past
profile?
life or
No,
what?
that's on your
on your ID.
When I was single
On
and
your
I had
lips.
my little my Tinder profile. Yeah, I was
when
5.
you were high. You're
when he wears
5'10"?
his lift shoes.
Bro, I had the lifts plus the cowboy boots.
Oh.
Stop it.
And then
Stop.
I was 5'10".
And then he takes his shoes off, and all of a sudden he's like,
It's
full
just,
of-
long.
hey, ain't no different than girls taking off their eyelashes and their lips and their makeup and and they take their
I mean, if you wake up next to me, it's a
they
whole
take
new
they
person.
take their weave out and all that.
Back up off the hair.
I mean, she,
Yeah,
what?
you're
She got a
throwing-
straight up weave.
Throwing shots, I
Yeah.
see.
Uh-huh.
Ain't no shame in my game.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Ain't no shame.
I ain't bald though. Damn.
Well.
There you got that right.
Chuck, what's
Y'all-
going on,
Chuck,
man?
help us.
We'll
take
start.
Us.
We'll start
Chuck.
the
Crazy, man.
we'll start the timer now.
Yeah.
Man, I just got back from Sam's Club, so I was trying to rush home real quick. Trying to get in the house before I was in the truck. Oh man, what a great share tonight. You know, I was laughing in the truck on the way home, and I'm laughing, and towards the end, it's like, fuck, you know. And I like how you talked out of the big book, because I'm a huge big book guy myself, and page 33 is one of those important pages. I always thought that I was the guy that could do the right about face and head to the bar and drink like a gentleman. Obviously, I'm sitting right here, and that didn't work very well. And I like how you talked about levels of what was it?
Surrender.
Surrender. That's what it was. I'm sorry. See, I got a built-in forgetter, so that happens. And I like how you talked about that, because I went through the same thing as well. You know, I'm no different than anybody else sitting around tonight. And that was my problem. I always thought I was different every time. And obviously, you know, ended up back in the chair. And I'm grateful that I was able to make it back in the chair too, because that accident really changed a lot in my life for me. Man, there's so much to unpack that talked about tonight. But those are the key things that stuck out. But the readings that every reading in that big book, man, the Attitude Adjustment book, man, everything out of there, I love. And he talked about John Barleycorn. And I too have been asked in meetings when I mentioned John Barleycorn, like, what the hell is that? And I have to explain it as well. But you know, that's part of learning, and we're all here for each other. And that's the key thing I took away tonight, is that whatever that anybody's going through, including myself, got to reach out and got to be able to talk with somebody. My buddy Big Bob found out his ex-wife has got terminal cancer. He told me yesterday at a meeting. And right then and there, I glued to him, because I know from my past experience,
I don't open my mouth, not a place to be in my own head. So I, talked with him for an hour yesterday, and I called him today, and making sure he's good. He's got a lot more time than I do, but I still have to be selfless. It's not about me. It hasn't been about me for a long time. I do a lot of behind the scenes things, and I don't want any recognition for it. Don't. That's a dangerous place for this guy. To look for that recognition that I used to before. So there's so much great things that are talked about tonight. The Keys of the Kingdom is my favorite reading out of that book. And I'll leave it with that. And thanks for letting me share, guys.
Thanks, Chuck. We love you.
What happened to Joel? He had his hand up. I saw it. And I hadn't heard from Joel.
I know, but I'm glad that he's back in this meeting.
And I seen Joel a lot, but he was about to share. And then...
Maybe he had to go because I don't see. Yeah, I think he had to go.
He had to go?
But we have Crystal.
Why is everybody talking about height now?
I don't know.
I'm probably
look
the
what
same
you did.
height or a bit taller than Chuck.
That's Mike started that.
We go Crystal.
Rachel's 5'5" in case and a half if you guys were wondering, which
guys,
is
why are we talking about
average height for a female. Jesse, how tall is Jesse?
5'5".
No. You aren't.
He's
lying.
I don't think he's gonna lie. I don't think I've ever heard a man lie about their height.
Like 5'5" and 3/4.
Maybe other things, but not height.
He said maybe 3/4. If everybody can put their height in here,
oh my God,
it will make a difference in my life today. And then I will have to prove, Julian, you'll have to prove your height later to this week when we see you. So. Amy, you're 5'6"?
Amy, I feel like you're taller.
So did I. No, I thought she was shorter. No, I thought she was taller. Katie's laughing her ass off. Amber's 5'6". God, everybody's like...
I'm 5'8".
David R. is tall. Oh, come on, Roland.
On a good day.
6'2" to 6'3"? Which is it, Roland?
When he's had an 8-hour sleep, like 3.
How come you guys that are 5'10" don't just like say you're 6 foot?
Because there's a big difference.
There ain't no rounding up.
Yeah. I say I'm 5'8", but I'm not.
I'm 5'7", I round up.
Emily might some 5.
Then I should round up to like 5 feet at least.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're 5'11", if you're 4'11", you're 5 feet. Is that
living an honest program?
And look, here's the thing. There is no guy on this planet that is 5'11". Every guy that is 5'11" says they're 6 foot. So.
No.
Yes, they do.
No.
Guys, answer me. If you're 5'11", do you say you're 6 foot? Julian's 5'11".
What kind of meeting are we in?
Let's hide anonymous.
Did Julian put how tall he is? Because I feel like I need to guess. I feel like Julian's like 6'3".
Oh, we passed them. Wait, where is it? 6'5".
Julian
6'5".
Oh, 6'5". Dang, Julian.
Damn, Julian.
We're about to.
Yeah, you guys are gonna do a dance.
Can you guys?
We're gonna Julian and I are gonna do a TikTok together,
okay,
guys.
I need Vaughn and Julian. Next to me, like 4'11", and then all you guys.
Yeah, well, I had an embarrassing moment like that. We had a basketball player. No, it was a football player, and he was 6'9", and then Shane was on the other side of me, who was 6'5", and they put their hands on my shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
It was like kind of. It was kind of like.
Up.
It was kind of like.
That's fucked up.
Don't worry about it. I could, whatever. I'm fine.
Okay.
He needs therapy.
I'm
that's
fine.
Messed up. Actually,
I'm fine. I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Really, guys, I'm fine. I'm okay. I called my sponsor. We worked a step.
Okay.
Crystal.
Crystal, and then Joby, you close us out.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, for all that.
Yeah, sorry for the height. We're not in that type of meeting.
I was being patient too. I was proud of myself. I'm Crystal and I'm an alcoholic and I'm really grateful to be here. It's my second time. Thank you for your story. And I'm 5'1", but I wanted to point out that my grandma was 4'11". So, and my little daughter is, she's running really short for a 3-year-old. So I think she's going to be on that shorter side too. So go short girls. I really enjoyed your share. Like, you floored me a little bit, cause this is what I have a lot of refurbished dates, but my sobriety date is 10/13/23, and that means next month
October babies, gang gang. But next month, I, God willing, have 2 years. And I got nicknamed Mama G through Alcoholics Anonymous. That's really freaking dope because my last name is Crystal. My full name is Crystal Gruba, and I am an alcoholic. But I got nicknamed Mama G because there's a lot of crystals that show up in this freaking program. Go figure. Um, but it was really cool because I got nicknamed by some elders and some old timers, and it was really cool. So I'm grateful to be here, and I take those 5 things that you said seriously. So that's why I opened my mouth. I got a really good sponsor. I worked the 12 steps. I have many commitments. I just got a commitment today and signed the paperwork for North Orange County's central office to do the 7 to 10 p.m. Phone calls. So I'm really excited about that one on Fridays. And it's just that, it's true. The fourth thing I think you said was, or whatever, there was the service part and then the giving back. And I am a sponsor today. I have 2 sponsees under me, and I never thought, sorry, I get emotional, but I never thought that would be something that I could do. And I get to do that today, and I get to be a mom. And that's all due to the 12 steps and all of the programs. I support all the programs out there. I'm specifically Alcoholics Anonymous, but I really love that I have like a place to send my kids if this affects them when they're teenagers, and just a place to send my husband and all of that stuff. So grateful to be here, and I will continue to be here on Tuesdays, and I hope that I will continue to open my mouth, because even though I'm shaking and this is uncomfortable, there's no growth in comfort. So that's all I have. Thank you.
That's right, Mama G.
That's a fact. And
That's a
wow,
fact.
what a great share, Mama G.
Awesome
I wouldn't have even known that you were any nervous at all. I'm nervous all the time, just so you guys know. I'm like a nervous Nelly. But I just do.
Guys, he loves the mic.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Emily, help me.
No, I feel like Chad's like introverted.
I'm an introvert.
Once he has the mic,
Then he
can't
doesn't
get him.
shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But you are an introvert too. But that doesn't mean that
He
you're
has a
not.
good
And look at
That's
Joe.
not mean that
Look at
means that
Joe
you're not
B.
nervous.
He's
po-
patient.
yeah, he's smoking his hookah.
What is he
pipe.
doing?
Who knows? Not listening to you.
Was he playing a flute or a
Playing a flute.
Okay. What
It's a fucking TV remote, bro.
Oh, I thought he was.
No,
Yeah.
I don't play any instruments. No way. I'll be honest. I'm trying to process the last 10 minutes. There's a lot going on, and Chad, I gotta agree with you, bro. I'm 5'11" and a half, but I've never told anybody I'm 5'11" and a half. I'm 6 feet tall, bro.
There you go.
Thank you.
I used to be 6 feet when I had hair. Real talk.
Yeah, for sure.
So if it says it on my license, that's what I'm identifying as, 6 feet tall. It is what it is. But yeah, Nat, men lie about their height. Men lie about anything with size.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
for sure.
No, we don't.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. Thank you. You working on this program?
Of course we do. Like statistically, I'm slightly above average, but I make up for it with charm and personality. That's a lie. All right.
A lot of it.
I keep forgetting this meeting is recorded. Anyway,
Yeah, bro, this shit goes out on. I mean, it is on fucking YouTube right now. So
it is what it is. What it is.
yeah,
Bro.
I don't give a fuck, man.
Nah, I don't care either, bro.
Yeah,
but it's just funny.
My mom does, but she's the
That's
one
the thing. You guys got moms on here. Like, I gotta be careful
Penny.
My
with
mom,
the things I say.
Trust me, our moms. I'm pretty sure.
just
heard it
just
all.
so you know, Joe, my mom loves you. Like
That's awesome. Thank you. I love her too, and I never met her, but
my
I love
mom
her
will
too.
literally be like, "Where's Joe B been? I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks." Like if you don't show up, even if you don't show up for like 1 week, Joe, she's like asking, "I hope everything's okay with Joe."
Oh, so
No, she's not.
sweet.
No, she doesn't. She goes, "Where's that big mouth bald dude
No,
at?"
she does not.
I'm just
I'll
kidding.
accept both.
I'm just kidding. She loves you.
Both are fine. But nah, that's awesome. It's nice to be thought of in a good way and not, where's that motherfucker owes me money?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's always nice. But Diva, by the way, when Chad was saying your name, I thought of the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin when they're at the speed dating and he goes, "What's your name, Gina?" And she goes, "Gina,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up?" Remember that?
Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing. But,
We do have Gina in our group, and we call her Gina.
That's
so we
hilarious.
love
every
that,
Gina
yeah.
I come across, I call them Gina now, and I get in so much trouble for it. But I can't help it. But you were fantastic. I'm sorry for your loss, but I like what you said about surrendering multiple times. You know, it's basically you live in 10, 11, and 12, right? That's your life right now, and that's the best part. But the surrendering, it's sometimes it's not just surrendering to the drug or the drink, it's just the disease itself, right? And I try not to do that because that'll lead to a downward spiral. So I surrender to God as much as possible. I was talking to that with my sister today and my nephew, who he's going through his own shit. He keeps asking me for solutions. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna want to hear this, but it's Jesus, bro. It's always Jesus. He don't want to hear it, so I can't steal his bottom. I gotta let him hit his bottom on his own. Um, but I really like what you said with the surrender, because I'm having surgery Thursday on my shoulder. I'm having a rotator cuff and labrum tear surgery. And the first surgery I had during my recovery was 2 years ago. I did it without painkillers.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm going to do this one without painkillers too. I already told the surgeon, because even though technically I can, and everyone in AA, not everyone, most of them are like, take them as prescribed. Come on, it's a joke. I'm dyslexic. Instead of one every 4 hours, I'll take 4 every hour.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
True.
Yeah, so I already know that's not an option. So I found alternatives. Yes, God is going to help me mentally and spiritually, but I bought an ice machine and I got some peptides, and I'm not too proud to ask someone for help now. Hey, can you help? Can you help me? I live alone, right? So I have friends. Can you help me with food? Can you bring food? Can you bring this? Can you bring that? That's what God would want me to do, right? So I surrendered to him as much as possible, as opposed to surrendering to my disease, which is pride and ego and fear and all this, and image and all this other bullshit. And it's not easy. For me, it's simple. It's getting easier, but I understand when other people can't do that. But you're definitely an inspiration with the shit you've been through, and for you to continue to work your program. And like I said, you're living in 10, 11, and 12. And that's the key. A lot of people stop after doing the 8.5 step, but when you live in 10, 11, and 12, life is amazing. It's really, really good. And, I just wanted to share that thank you for your qualification. That was great. And, good luck the rest of the way. And sorry for the loss of your brother. And that's all I got, guys. Thanks.
Thank
love
you,
you, Joe.
Joe.
Awesome,
We
Joe.
love you,
And
Joe.
when's your surgery?
Thursday. Good luck on your surgery.
Yeah.
We'll be thinking of you, and you'll be in our prayers.
Yeah, for sure. And I had a torn labrum. I had a slap repair, so that it's and I don't do well on pain meds. I took a half of a Percocet and I threw up, and I did the rest of it with no pain meds at all. So it is possible to get through that surgery without them.
Okay, Chad, lie to him.
I'm not gonna lie to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them the truth. That turn on your cameras, guys, because we're at that point in our meeting, and we are actually the only meeting in the entire universe that I know of that dances out, and that's why we turn our cameras on, so everybody can put their hands in the air
And wave them like you just
wave
don't
them
care.
like you just don't care. Do you? I mean, Diva. Do you know any other Zoom meeting that dances out
No.
at the end?
Absolutely not. No.
yeah.
And I know a lot of Zoom
And she knows a lot of Zoom
Yeah.
meetings. So it is fact that nobody in this room right here in the studio, you all might know somebody, but let's get them cameras on. Penny, get your camera on. We want
Mom.
like, come on.
Stop lying, Mom.
Mom, we know you're on.
We know you're on here,
We know
Mom.
you're on here, Penny. We see you. We see you, Penny. All right. If you got your
Emily, cue the
cameras on,
music.
everybody get your hands in the air, and we are about to wave them like they just don't care. Let's go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Amen.
Amen.
Coming back.
Record.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, no